No, I'm under zero contract with them.
Of course you would be.
Why
Okay,
wouldn't I
so
be?
again, so you called. So I just want to ask you. You called me a
I didn't
grifter
call you a
a
grifter.
few times, and you said that I needed. You actually
I
did.
did not call you a grifter.
You actually
No,
did.
I did not. Show
You
show
need to
show
look at
me.
the shit that you put
Put it
out
up in the
there.
nest.
And you know
Put
what's
it up in the
interesting? As a
nest.
law enforcement officer, let me
Put
let
it
me
up in
let
the
me let
nest
me
where I
say
called
something.
you a grifter. We all want to see it.
I'm not gonna screenshot all the likes that you did to my gang stalkers. But you know what was funny?
Well, I'm
You
glad you brought up gang stalker. You said that the FBI is investigating. Can you have your FBI agent that's investigating your gang stalking case call me in the morning? You have my phone number. Give your FBI agent the phone number to call me so
wait,
they
do
can
you think that
investigate me.
you're a part of
You said
that?
I was.
Wait, are you
You
thinking
said I
that,
was in the
dude,
space.
are you like, okay, you really have a gassed head,
So so
okay?
then so
Because in my
so
space
let
that
me
you were
let me
listening
under
to but didn't
so
partake in because you were
so
too pussy to,
let
okay?
me
Let's be fair.
let me
Let's
well
be fair. You were
let's be
creeping,
fair.
but you
Let's
couldn't
be
have the
fair. I
balls
was
to
doing
jump
my
in,
podcast at the same time,
right?
but I was listening.
Really? That's
I'm
pre-recorded.
still monitoring it. I
Pre-recorded.
still got to do the overlays. I still got to do the
Yeah, of
comments.
course.
Like I still got to put a quality
I
show
know you're
together.
blocking
But
everyone that was
you know what I
donating to
found?
you
You know what
because
I
they're
found funny?
questioning
No,
you.
I bought all the ones that are like 60, 70, 80, and the only thing they're retweeting is your account because that's pretty consistent with what a bot farm looks like. So now,
Oh, I have a bot farm.
yeah, absolutely. I,
You
I
should
I
ask
definitely
Elon about
suspect
that.
that you
You
have a
should
bot
ask.
farm.
You think
Definitely
so?
suspect it.
You
So
think
I
so?
definitely
Yeah.
suspect it. But
Hey
I
guys,
beg to
here's
differ.
my
guys,
question though. But
guys.
here's my question real quick. So so let's just clear the air. So you're saying I'm not a part of this gang attack on you. Is that what I'm understanding then? Okay, just
Correct.
want to make sure I understand that.
Correct. That's exactly what I
So
said. I exactly said that. In
okay,
fact, they used you
well,
as a segue, so you weren't creeping
okay.
appropriately to listen
So
to the whole
did you
conversation.
not say that I mimicked the words of Defender when I wrote the thread that I have posted up in the nest for everybody?
No, your first sentence. My friends warned me. Do you know what? Defender was the seventh person that sent me that shit.
So do you know how
Seventh.
many people on X have probably said the statement my friends have warned me? Because you didn't tell
Yes.
anybody in this. You didn't.
And they.
So let me tell you, in that space that everybody can go listen to, what you said is Alpha wrote something
Mm-hmm.
that is a template of what Defender wrote. You didn't tell everybody.
Exactly.
Only the opening line where Alpha said, "My friends have
Oh,
warned me."
well,
You made
in your
you
statement.
alluded that
Oh,
the entire statement, the entire
I'm
thread.
sorry that I didn't
Well,
say that
do
the
you
first
see
10
who's
words
the
were
one that's
identical.
actually
I
being? Do you see who
apologize.
the ones that you see who's being
Right?
actually deceitful here? Because here's the thing,
You're
Tori.
right. I'm being so
Here's the thing,
deceitful.
Tori. Nobody told me to do this. Nobody encouraged me to do this.
Oh, okay.
This is
No
100%
one did.
alpha. And you want to know the reason? Because you have, which
And
you have,
100% Alpha said that unapologetic is my associate, and she's
and
not.
100% she said she's your friend. And I know that because when me and you talked
She's
before doing the show, you told me how much she helps you and how you rely on her. Or did we forget about that conversation?
what? Did I say
Yes, you
that?
told me that.
Okay,
As a matter of
so
fact, you know
maybe
what
you've
else is interesting?
mistaken her for
Let
someone
me.
else
No,
because
we definitely
me and no 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 no
know it
no
was
don't lie because
unapologetic.
unapologetic is
Well,
your
let me ask you if you
yeah.
remember this.
Well, she could tell you who
Let
she
me
is to
help
me. Why
refresh your
don't you let her
memory.
tell you?
Let me help refresh your memory.
Huh? Go on,
In that same
please do that.
conversation, you said, "I really want to get me and you and Defender and maybe even Blair White to do a show because your guys' voices are so amazing."
Correct.
That we could really do something
Correct.
impactful. But you just finished telling everybody
Correct. You're
tonight
right.
that, oh, he sucks. He's him and Defender, they're no
Yeah, you're a
good.
grifter. You're a
So
grifter. They're
so
grifters. Yeah,
how am
you
I a
are.
grifter if all my content is free?
You're wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait.
word.
Because your
Pump
content's
the
free, you're
brakes.
not a grifter?
Well, that's what
Wait,
because
wait a
I'll
minute.
use your
Wait,
words. I'll use your words because what you told
wait,
everybody
wait, wait.
close to the
Go
end of your
on.
show because I didn't get to finish
Go
it.
on.
You said I don't charge,
Okay.
but I do. You know, when people want to help and they want to donate and they want to do this, that does help me. Well, I'm doing the same thing. So if I'm a grifter, then you're a
Right.
grifter.
But is that why I called you a
Well,
grifter?
why am I a grifter?
Because you don't offer anything to the
I don't
public.
offer anything to the public. So people just come and there's just
Yeah.
a blank screen and nothing transpires.
Okay. What have you done for your country
Let's see.
right now? How are you helping them through your podcast? Tell me.
I bring the truth. I expose disinformation. I
What
tell
truth?
people that when our country's trying to set us up for a civil war / revolution, I tell people how if we can identify the markers for misinformation, disinformation, how we can avoid that, and how there's still legal things that we can do within the Constitution. How people can go and find their local political action committees. When people reach out and email me and DM me and say, "Well, Alpha, how do I do this?" This is what I tell them. I say, "Hey, here's the account that does this." I send it to them. When people say, "Hey, my third or fourth episode, if my show didn't make any money, my third or fourth episode, I get a message from a lady that says, 'Hey, I tricked my husband into watching your show, and he's not going to take the vaccination after I've been trying so hard.'" So if anything, to me, that was worth it right there, because that's a save of a life. And here's the thing: I get message after message after message from people, men, women, young and old, who tell me how my information. No, I'm not amazing. I'm one of thousands of people that do this. The difference between me and you is you think you're the sole source of information. I realize that I'm part of the bigger umbrella that's doing this for people.
Yeah, well, you are a part of the umbrella, and I sit at the fucking top. How's that?
You don't.
Oh, really? When did you start talking about COVID vaccines?
Hey, Tor.
2019, 2020.
No.
2019 years ago on Twitter, and we did it as a fucking team. No one's at the top.
I got
suspended.
3 years ago.
I got suspended from Instagram in 2019 for talking about it.
In 2019.
In 2019, COVID. Before the main part of COVID came out.
Before COVID, you were talking about COVID vaccines, right?
Because
you were talking about COVID vaccines in 2019.
Because there was a lot of people putting out information back then about biological stuff and what they're going to do. This was way before they even talked about the 15 days to slow the curve. Maybe you should have followed my account. You probably would have been ahead of everybody.
Oh, really? Do you know when I started talking about vaccines?
No, I don't.
Okay, Tor. One second.
Many years before that.
Tor.
But here, I'm sorry, Lala. Go ahead.
Just let me say something. Have you ever stopped?
Okay.
Have you ever stopped to consider that someone may have been playing you against Alpha because he is genuine? He's not lying.
Okay, Lala, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. No. Don't say that someone, he did it himself. He creeped up in my DMs, read them. He published them.
Okay.
Read them from start to fucking finish. Okay, don't go there.
Let me finish first.
And then he called me a grifter. Then he called me a con, right? He made all these statements. He made all those statements, and I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit. Your minute doesn't mean shit. No one put him against me. He is going to die into the darkness. December, you'll remember.
Why are you even dealing with this trash?
Who the fuck is this Scorpio?
Exactly. Shut your mouth.
Who is it? IT infrastructure.
Order in the Patriot Storm, Supreme Court, order. Look, this is what I'll do for all y'all, man. Like I did the other day. If you're mad, just say fuck Patriot. How about that? Everybody on stage, just say fuck Patriot. And then just, let's have a dialogue. We can't have a dialogue without the mics open. Please, y'all. One mic at a time. I think we could get through this, and it's an important conversation. Nobody leave. We didn't tag nobody, but we need to get to the bottom of this shit real quick. So if you could direct all your anger towards me, I'll accept it tonight again for you guys. Thank you. Now, whoever's talking, I think Lala's talking real quick, and then we'll go back to Alpha and Chaos.
Real quick, I want to make a request out there for people that are supporting me and believe me. I would just ask, don't do ad hominems, don't do personal attacks, because people like this will turn around and make that the focal point, and they'll take it away from the actual facts being shared. So as pissed off as they may make you because you're my friend, just reserve it, keep it in the tank, and let's just let the facts, because you've seen when the facts are presented, people struggle.
I never heard a girl say I sit at the top because I want to kick her fucking knees out right now. You sound like a loser.
Okay. Do you?
A loser.
Do I, Scorpio?
Order in the Patriot Storm Court. I got my Mitch McConnell voice on right now. Now, Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats and myself, we're shelling out the country. Let's keep our eye on the true enemy. Thank you. All right, look, come on, y'all. Let's go back to Lala, and then we're gonna go back to Alpha and Chaos. All right, that's how we're gonna do it right now. Go ahead, Lala.
Okay, guys, I have been turned against.
Damn, what the fuck? What the hell was that? Wow,
It's all
Elon. That was
good.
Elon.
Okay. I have been turned against some of the most wonderful people, and then I put my big girl panties on and I listened to them, and I realized I was being played. I was being played against really genuine people who, as a team, you could be 1,000 times stronger. So I'm just asking you to keep an open mind. Have you been played against each other? Because in the actual beta toad group, we were all played against each other. Neither one of you are a beta toad. So just take a step back, open your mind. Have you been played by a master manipulator against each other, and now you're fighting over like idiotic things that are, they should come up. They should come. You should fight over those things. But has someone manipulated you into this fight because united you would be freaking strong? I'm just going to say that. So I'll step back for a little bit. United, you guys would both stand. And I feel like you've been manipulated by the same person who manipulated me against many people. And we've all come to terms and made up. And now we're all on the same team. I'll land it there.
So I'll answer you first, Lala, and I'll make it quick. I actually think that there was some nefarious play here, and actually, my personal opinion, and this is just an opinion, is I think Unapologetic was actually behind it, and that's why when Tori messaged me, and I responded back to her and asked, "Hey, show me the video you're talking about," and what it turns out is Patrick Webb posted a tweet that encompassed Tori's audio. Then Colonel Towner quote tweeted that and was talking about whatever she was talking about. I saw Colonel Towner had posted something, so then I quote tweeted Colonel Towner telling everybody to follow her. Why? Because we're doing an Operation Gladio series and the Colonel is awesome. So earlier in Tori's space, she had made the statement, why is Alpha holding me accountable for something someone else said? But yet in turn, that's exactly what this is, because I never tweeted Tori's audio. I never gave credit to Patrick Webb about Tori's audio. I literally was quote tweeting my friend telling people to follow her. There's zero reference to Tori's audio. So what I told Tori, and this is why I put the messages out there, so this way I can't lie, she can't lie, we can't misconstrue it. The people can read it for themselves and walk away with their own opinion. I told Tori, you publicly criticized me, so you should publicly apologize to me because this is my brand. This is how I feed my family. And her response was, I'm not going to. I'm going to stand by what I said. So I said, fine, then I'll address it. So before I put this thread out, I made the effort with Tori to allow her to try to fix it. And she refused. And my character is important to me. If someone attacks it, then I'm going to respond. And that's what I did. But my personal opinion
Hey,
is I think
Alpha, can I address that
just one more thing
before you move
is
over? Okay.
somebody sent me a message and they said that unapologetic has, I guess, done this in other scenarios. So they said, I actually think she's trying to rug pull Tori. Now, I don't know about those other incidences because I'm not aware of it. So maybe you guys do. But that was sent to me after I had already formulated the opinion that I thought this was what was going on.
Okay, so now that you said that, I didn't even address like the whole video credit. I told you that's probably the reference. For me, more salty was that your response to when you were questioned that was there's more sources than just her. And you reinforced that in our DMs. Read your DMs. Because I was in the middle of talking to fucking prosecutors. And I told you I didn't have time for this shit. I'm busy working on a lot of things. I have the only SCOTUS case that no one's talking about that's actually for elections in the Supreme Court of the United States being heard and hopefully conference on May 9th, right? But none of you are going to talk about it because I did it. Nobody would have talked about that video if I had my watermarks on it because people like Scorpio exist. And let
Oh,
me address
fuck
what she
you.
said.
You think
Hey,
you're,
why are you
you think
interrupting
you're
me?
more,
Why are
could
you
you
interrupting me?
take
Why are you
your name out
interrupting
of my
me?
mouth?
Why are you
You think
interrupting
you're
me?
more relevant
Okay.
than anybody. You did the same thing to Michael Corey.
I
You're a
am.
loser.
I am.
A loser.
I am.
Oh
No,
my
I'm not.
God.
Really?
Oh my God, I'm out
really?
here trying to
Good.
save the world.
Scorpio,
But
tell
no
me
one
how I'm a
else,
loser.
no one
Tell
else
me.
can outshine
Tell
me
me.
because I'm out here saving
What
the
have you done,
world
Scorpio?
on Telegram.
Tell me.
I'm
Tell me
trying
what
to
you
save
have.
the world
Tell me what
on
you've done.
Telegram. Some of us lost our fucking careers over this shit. You guys
So,
were
Patriot host,
irrelevant
can you like deal with
before
this? Because she's interrupting me.
Order in the Patriot Storm Supreme Court. Mitch McConnell again. Order in the Patriot Storm Court. Mayor Nancy Pelosi. We're having tea right now. So Scorpio, just say fuck Patriot. God damn. Say fuck Patriot. And then get back up, mute the mic back, and let her and Alpha finish their dialogue. Just do that. All right? You're supposed to direct all your anger towards me. Not them. God damn. Fuck. Elon did that one. That wasn't me. Elon literally just did that. Envy, I didn't touch it. And it went back on mute, literally. Look.
I know you didn't. You didn't
Thank
do
you,
that.
Patriot. Thank you, Patriot. So if Scorpio can mute herself so I can finish, see, it's people like that. See, I like to stir the pot a little bit and say shit like that because there are people that, have this idea of me that I'm nothing like what I just said. I did that simply to gaslight you because that was easy. And I'm just having fun with it. And that's full transparency. Sometimes I enjoy gaslighting.
You're bored in your real life? Are you that pathetic that you're bored in your real life?
Well, if you can mute yourself, I can address that too.
That's like narcissistic behavior, right?
Look, I'm allowing you to speak to me like this until you finish so I can address it.
I'm the person at the top saving America. Go back to Telegram.
Are you done, Scorpio? Are you
Twitter.
jealous?
You're not relevant
Scorp,
on Twitter.
let's get
I'm
through
not?
this. Scorp.
Okay, you're popular. I'm sorry, I'm not. Good job, Scorpio. You keep being popular and me being irrelevant.
Quit
Thanks.
addressing her.
So
And just talk.
Alpha, addressing what I said. My concern was more off that the way you responded, saying that there are more sources. And if you see in our DMs, that's the only thing that I was focusing on because I was
Well,
extremely
can we
busy.
focus on that? Because I think you're mixing
yeah,
two statements. Because you're right. I did make the statement that there's more sources, but do you remember what I was responding to?
And that's where I responded
to you.
That's what I responded to.
Do you remember why I made that statement?
Yes, because in the Telegram I said, yeah, so he accredited my video.
No,
like, I don't
go
care.
back and read. Go back and read the message. What I was responding to.
I did.
Because
Listen, let's not talk about tedious things.
No, don't lie.
Listen, I really don't care about that. Listen, whatever happened, stop. I let you finish. Let me finish.
You made the
statement I'm not.
that almost
I'm getting frustrated because I let you finish.
News comes from you. And I responded to that saying, you're not the only source. It had nothing to do with your video. It was you saying that almost all breaking news comes from you. And that's when I said, you're not the only source that exists. Because you're not.
Okay. So maybe that was me speech to text because, I was dealing with attorneys, but I was referring to that was mine. That all the news that are coming from that are from me. All the sources are citing me. That's my video. That's what I was referring to.
Have I ever made the statement that the audio is not yours and belongs to somebody else? Have I ever once made the statement?
No, you said there are more sources than me.
But that's not about your audio.
Literally said that in your DM.
That was responding to you making the statement that all breaking news comes from you.
So you're saying, okay, so fair enough. Let's pretend this was a misunderstanding. I'm talking about the source of the audio. You thought I was talking about something else.
I didn't think it was literally the immediate response to your immediate statement.
No. That's not what I'm saying when I'm reading them because I'm looking at them, okay? And I'm remembering the conversation and what I was thinking at the time when I was doing it in between my phone call. Regardless, let's pretend. Let's
bring
pretend.
up the statement where I said you're not the only source, and look at what you said right before I said that.
Okay, you keep interrupting me.
Because facts matter.
And I was referring to the video right before that.
Are you referring to the video?
That's the thing. Yes, facts do matter. Okay, let's go back to it. Let me just fucking pull it up to let this guy fucking walk this back the way he wants. Okay, let's go there. Let me scroll up to where it is, where you're asking me, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I was like, first of all, I'm the one who recorded it. You should have seen the video was mine because allegedly you follow me again. I don't need credit. I need people talking about this shit. So I'm ranting to you, voice to text, about the audio. And then you're like, send me the post. I was like, I'm not her. Like, unapologetic. The post about the what? The video you shared that's pinned to my profile, the AP Newsweek, and even caller cited me. I don't understand why what she does reflects on me. Maybe you should have paid attention to who actually released audio. So here I am talking only about the audio. Only about it. That's all I'm talking about. And then I just showed an example because I was getting frustrated at that point because you were trying to tell me that everything. I don't know who this colonel is, but she injects herself. Not very professional either. No offense. She doesn't. My best friend is a colonel. I'm the one that's funding her lawsuit because the fucking America Project dropped a colonel of the Air Force fighting the vaccines. Okay, and me and we the people are supporting her. Okay, so I associate with a lot of military officials. I'm speaking with Congress almost on a daily basis. People don't know that about me, right? People that work with me and have been with me know this about me. So, by the way, if you actually read it, I was in that mind space talking about only that. And I didn't even know who the fuck the colonel was. She injected herself too, and you're like, bring her up. I was like, who the fuck is she? Like, I don't care. And I was like talking about, look, Gateway pundits reporting the shit that I reported on Schiff in 2019 as breaking news. And I was like, this is crazy. And I was like, what are you talking about? And you kept saying things to come at me and ask me for an apology when I was just talking about the audio that was mine. I didn't really give a shit. I didn't even come to you and say, hey, why'd you share, the audio is mine. I thought you were saying that there were multiple sources for the audio. It's evident from the damn DMs. So let's pretend. So now that I'm assuming this is the route you want to take, let's assume that it's totally like a misunderstanding, right? Let's just assume that it's a total misunderstanding. Okay, let's just assume that. What you said before that and during was unacceptable. And first of all, the fact that you posted my messages means that I can never trust you. And I know the circles that I roll with, right? That are not average, they're not at the level of Scorpion, definitely. They're never going to trust you. And that's how it's shown. Like anybody who has posted
the only
private
people
messages,
that need to worry
right?
about that.
I'm
Well,
just telling you.
here's the thing, because here's the difference between me. Only 2 times.
No, you need to
Only
worry about it. You'll see in
I'm
December.
not worried about it, and I'll tell you why. Because there's been some very powerful names that have told me that they're very happy about the way I handled this, and I'm sure you could probably guess who those names are. But what I'm trying to say is only 2 times.
What, Brian Cates is a powerful name? Is it Brian
Cates?
Cates?
He's another. He's one of us. He's out here fighting the information war. So what?
He is?
What I believe he is.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, and people,
he was the one paying people to go to J6 while his fat ass stayed home.
Let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you the difference between the way you look at this and I look at this. For those that have been following me on social media for the years that I've been on here, this is only the second time where I've ever had to post a private message. The first time was back with a woman by the name of Tickletex, for those that remember. Why? Because she was frauding people. And because she was already lying about it, the only way to show people is to be fully transparent. And because of the way I saw you handling it, whether purposely, accidentally, the way you were handling this conversation showed that you weren't willing to be transparent with it. So given the history, what people were sharing with me after...
That's not why.
Yeah, given the history of what people were sharing with me after the fact, I decided that, hey, this is how I'm going to handle it. Why? Because then there's nobody that can say, I lied, you lied. There's no one can say, I took it out of context, you took it out of context. Everybody got to go and read everything start to finish and walk away realizing, hey, this person found the truth.
The question is, why did people have to have this conversation?
Because you didn't want to apologize for you didn't want to apologize for publicly
apologize for what?
If you attacked my character,
dude, I'm criticizing you right now to your face.
Well, now you're
I am attacking your character to your face.
Now I don't care because I already exposed that you're
I'm irrelevant to you. I'm sorry. I'm a fraud.
Everybody that's been in this
Did you just say that?
Everybody that's been in this space.
Okay, wait. Pause. You just called me a fraud and a con. Tell me why. What did I say to you that's a fraud and a con?
You just told everybody that I was giving someone else credit for your audio. We've proven that that's not the case. That's called a con.
No. Wait a minute. Wait, I just said I was talking about the audio. You were talking about something else. And it may have been a statement. I'm reading the statement. I'm reading them. I'm reading it. I'm reading it. Yes, and I was like, but it's my audio. That was my response.
Read it.
That's the only thing I was talking about.
So everybody can hear it. Read what I said.
Why can't you read it? Can you not read?
Because they're
your messages. Read it. You're proving it. You're proving your case. Read it.
I'm proving my case because the statement.
Okay, I'll wait.
Let me help you out.
Read it.
The statement you're looking for is not in DM's story. The statement you're looking for is in a response from me to unapologetic, which was in the public text. You're never going to find in the DMs where I made that statement to you because it's not there.
Oh, so it's a statement that I probably didn't see either, right?
Well, you just said that you saw it because that was the whole reason that you were arguing. You're basing your whole argument based off me making that statement.
I was arguing about what you DM'd me.
And I'm telling you what you're saying.
What the hell are you talking about?
You,
dude, you think I'm looking at your...
Listen to what you just said. I'm arguing with you about what you DM'd me. And what I'm telling you is what you're claiming I DM'd you never got DM'd to you. So that's why the reason I'm telling you to read it is because you're never going to read that line. Wait a minute. Because it doesn't exist.
Stop a second. You approached me. Okay.
No, I didn't.
You approached me.
No, I didn't.
Oh no, you responded. I responded to what you said, and I DM'd you rather than put it public, right? That's what happened. Yes. See, I was a lady. I took it to you and me, not to make it public.
First of all, that's incorrect.
Right?
That's incorrect. So
what?
This is why timings and this is why timestamps are so important. This is why I put it out there.
Go on.
When I responded to unapologetic, I said Tori needs to knows how to get a hold of me. She can DM me, text me, tag me, call me, email me, because you have all those opportunities to.
Okay.
I go, so she has an issue.
Okay, and when did I DM you?
I go, she has that issue, she can do it. You responded to her post.
Okay, I'm looking for it.
After you responded to her post, then you sent me a DM because mine and your interaction didn't happen until actually the following morning.
Where did I send a DM? I'm trying to see. I sent you in the morning on Monday.
Yes.
Was that before the prosecutor or after?
I have no idea.
Miguel, before or after the prosecutor? In the morning on Monday. During when we were on the phone with them? Okay. Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to see where the messages are because there could have been a miscommunication. Not that I'm frauding, Alpha. What if you found out that someone put a hit on your fucking kids in a prison?
Well, that's funny because I got messages this morning that my family and me are in danger.
Are you? You got cartel members after you?
Actually,
because of people on social media?
Have cartel members that are after me, and I got gangs that are after me.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I had the.
I didn't know that.
You should know someone's story before you talk about it.
I didn't know that. Yeah, well, you should too, because I kind of told you I didn't have time for this, and I did make that clear. I don't have time. I didn't have the attention.
You should talk to your shadow meaning and tell her not to bring you to conversations you don't know the stories about.
My shadow meaning. So I should be apologetic for everyone that follows me.
I'll tell you what. If I had a friend of mine that continually started shit for me, I would tell him the next time you put my name in your mouth, you're probably gonna get kicked in the ass.
Wait. Hold on a second. So what do you constitute a friend? Someone that you parlay all the time with?
No, I'm going based off the conversation you had with me before we did the show where you told me how much of a help she is to you.
Oh, for my North Dakota case. Yeah, she was exceptional. After the fact. After I was named.
You spoke of her very highly and you made it seem. So I walked away from that conversation with the understanding that she is not just a friend, but a very good friend.
No, unfortunately, she's not a very good friend because we don't spend time. I don't have friends because I work a lot, because I grift a lot, right? That's what I do. I grift a lot, right? Because like Scorpio says, I don't do anything. I've made history by changing the laws in Ohio, right? I've been to SCOTUS 3 fucking times. I'm the only one that successfully has gotten something done. Well,
what's the SCOTUS case that you won so we can look it up? What's the case number?
Well, I didn't win. We got our amicus in and we were cited by the SCOTUS.
So you're sending amicus briefs. So what's the case that you've won? That way I can look it up so I know how you've helped people.
How's this? I've failed at all of them. Does that make me any less of
no. I mean, if you're attempting, that's I applaud you for attempting.
How many have you filed at SCOTUS?
But when you say
how many of you filed at SCOTUS?
I have one case that's actually.
How many of you filed?
I'm telling you, I've actually have one case that's changed
for yourself, right?
Not for myself, for all of law enforcement. California Penal Code 422. Okay. If you look up the name Alfredo Luna, you'll see that there was a case.
I'm sorry, guys. I was scrolling.
No, you're good, MB. If you guys look up California Penal Code 422 and you look at the amendments to that, you'll see my name along with 3 other officers from the Cathedral City Police Department that had an incident with gang members that actually changed the case law when it comes to 422 to make it to where people.
I remember you talked about it on your show.
Did. So
I remember that. You told me about that on your show.
On laws.
You're having an impact in your state. That's fantastic.
Hey, Tor.
That's something very personal to you.
Tor.
I'm trying to really find this response that I put to you, and I can't find it. I kid you not, I can't.
Tor.
I've been scrolling.
Tor.
I'm just not going to scroll
Can
anymore. I've
I
been looking.
chime in really
Yeah,
quickly, guys? I
yeah.
hope that this comes to a resolution because it sounds like both of you are working hard and you're fighting for the people, and we have a
No,
common
he called me a
enemy.
fraud and a con. You should
I
take that
know, but
back.
hopefully we can
You're
resolve
That's
this
wrong.
you're
tonight.
That's
I hope we
wrong.
can
you're
resolve it tonight.
Order in the court. Order in the court. Okay, we got MV, the Supreme Court Justice MV talking real quick. Go ahead, MV. Go ahead, MV. You can make your statement, and then I'll go back.
And everybody else,
Yeah,
keep
I
their
just,
mics closed up. This is the bailiff. Go ahead, Supreme Court, MV.
I think, we have been for a while, guys. We've been having these court cases in here and bringing clarity to situations and also some resolution. So I'm hoping that with this arbitration, there can be resolution. I've never met chaos. It sounds like you're doing incredible work and I applaud you. And I know that Alpha's doing the same. And hopefully this is happening for a reason and there can be some reconciliation.
I
So,
like to
okay,
piggyback
that's
off
all I
that real
wanted to
quick.
say.
I like to piggyback off that just real quick, y'all. We do this in here. Alpha Family, it's my first time meeting Chaos. Like, I'm not a judgmental person. I've had people, send me, I've had people right here at co-host sometimes, and somebody will, like in the past, somebody will send me some DMs about, I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit. Just show me a character. I'm one of those guys, I'm a skeptic or I'm optimistic until you show me something that's nefarious. Um, you got people in the comment section. Let me just address y'all real quick. If you feel like you want to hear the news for today, Diligent got a space going on right now. Nick Centur got a space going on right now. If y'all want to go, listen to some news or something, that's fine. But this is what I like to do with family. I like to sit down and talk about things that we're disagreeing about to bridge the gap. Even if they agree to disagree, at least they talked. At least nobody can't say that somebody didn't say something to somebody's face. At least they're getting it out. So I'm just saying that, and I am gonna crack jokes because that's what I do in disky situation, little bad situations like this to add clarity. But nobody said "fuck you, Patriot" yet. I feel my feelings hurt right now.
I
Go
feel
ahead.
Fuck
left
you,
out too.
Patriot.
so
Text. Can I read them now for you?
Yes, ma'am. You can.
Now that
You
I found
can.
it?
Yes, ma'am.
May I? May I? Okay. So on in the evening at 3:41 a.m. Alpha post. Tell Tori if she wants to claim credit for something I posted or attributed to some. She can call me, text me, email, tag me, DM me. Tori's not the only investigator on earth. If she can prove it's audio, she was the sole controller of, and is a single source of its origin, I don't mind giving credit. That said, ooh, sounds like something you didn't say, right? That said, simple truth, you're the nuttiest person on X these days. Who do I work for? Ask Tori. She knows all, right? And then I DM'd at 7:07 a.m. first, and I said what I
well,
said to you
hold
was
on. You're
first of
leaving
all,
something out.
wait, no,
You're
I'm
leaving
I'm
something out.
looking at it.
You
Tell me where,
let me. So after I responded to that
where
message where you
I'm
saw
looking
me
at it.
openly say the message you just read, after that you responded at
Yeah.
4:11 a.m. my time, and this is what you wrote. This is before I messaged you
Wait,
on
where's that?
X.
Where is that? Wait, no, show
So
it to me
if you
because
go
I'm
the
looking at the thread there.
if you go to the tweet, the one that you just read, that where
My
I
my
said,
bad. I accidentally muted it,
Mm-hmm.
Alpha. My
Right.
you're
bad,
What
good.
I
Alpha.
said. Let
You're
me read
good.
it. Let me read it. Let me read
If
it.
you
I
read
got
the
it.
one,
Let me read it.
okay.
Let me read it. Let me read it. So first of all, you said that I sent that to you the night before, and then I posted. I sent that first, and then I DM'd you, which is a lie. 7:07 a.m. my time, I sent you a DM. 7:11 my time, I posted publicly. Okay, so first I DM'd you, then I posted publicly. And publicly, I said, actually, all the articles cited me. The video you tweeted, I made myself. It's on my page. And I may be the only investigative journalist. Everything in the news that was is secondhand bullshit. And that's what I was saying in respects to the audio, right? It's not about the credit, it's about showing the world that non-attribution investigative pieces are spread like wildfire because others can claim ownership. Maybe next time you should look into things before posting a comment like this. It just gives an in the club vibes and not too kosher. A simple search would have told you it was my recording. I did that.
Now,
So I
hold
didn't
on,
even
hold on. I want
reference
to
the
talk
fact.
about this because this
Hold
is
on, go
important,
on.
Tori.
Yeah.
This is important.
Yeah,
So
very.
that's at 411.
Uh-huh.
What
Uh-huh.
time did my
Uh-huh.
DM come into you?
4:07 your time. Yours. My came into you DM
Well,
first.
yeah. So you're
right?
East Coast, I'm West
Okay.
Coast.
Yeah.
So 411.
Correct. Correct.
So according to your time, when did I send my first message to you?
By DM or
Yes, by
by
DM. The one
text
where I
or
said
by
send me the post. The
reposting?
very first DM.
By deposting. And let me see. I think you sent it to me like 1, if I remember off the top of my head. I'm
Yeah,
scrolling.
it was 139.
It was after I sent you the
It was
stuff. Yeah,
139 your
there it
time,
is.
1039 my time. So
Well, hold on. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it because I have to do my homework for you. Hold on. Okay, and you said I'm talking about Colonel Tower, that people should know and follow her.
No,
I don't mention your fucking video, let alone
message.
take
The
credit.
first message that I sent you in DM starts off with, "Send me the post."
I'm trying to scroll.
I'll read it for you. It's after the 407 one you sent, or the 707 for you.
Hold on, I'm looking.
While you're looking, I'll read it, and then
thing
you can
keeps
verify that I'm
resetting.
reading the correct one.
Yeah.
It says, "This is me messaging you, 1:39 your time, 10:39 a.m. my time. This is my first message to you. Send me the post so we are on the same page of what's being
I see it. Yeah.
what's being talked about here. Crazy ass unapologetic didn't mention what post. She tags me or constantly remarks on my post speaking for you, and I'm tired of that shit. She's fucking nuts. I don't see your posts but once in a while. Not just you, but others as well. Once I see the video you guys are talking about, I'll give my take on whichever post it was." So,
and what did I say to you?
So I obviously don't know what you're talking about yet. However, now if we go back to your 4:11 a.m. or 7:11 a.m. your time public post, it's the second paragraph that I had issue with. This is where I took an attack on me. You said maybe next time you should look into things before posting a comment like this. It just gives off in the club vibes and no longer too kosher. A simple search would have told you it was my recording that did that. So A, you're already confronting me for something where my prior statement says that if you show me whatever you guys are talking about is yours, I have no problem giving you credit. So even though I'm saying I got no problem giving you credit on whatever it is you guys are talking about, because I've proven I don't know what you're talking about, you still come at me with this in the club vibes. It gives off this. And you're saying that if I did my research, where if you had followed your own suggestion of following research, you would have realized the reason I'm mentioning Colonel Towner is because this is all based off a tweet where I quote tweeted Colonel Towner. I've never,
and so no one was talking about her,
to this day, Tori, I have never mentioned or referenced your audio that you're telling me I need to give you credit for. Do you not understand
Hold
that?
on a second. You're right. Let me just reread your comment from the night before that. Tori is not the only investigator on earth. If she can prove the audio that she was the sole controller of it and is a single source of origin, I don't mind giving credit. You said that the day before I texted you. Read it. Scroll up to where you said that.
There? Where's the bad statement?
Well, you're just telling me that you were thinking that it was just Colonel Tower. You weren't talking about the audio.
I didn't know.
Here you are calling the audio out.
Well, I'm calling the
Which one is it?
I'm calling the audio out because that's in the screenshot of what Unapologetic put. I'll read it for you. The screenshot that started all this, forwarded from Tori. You think they don't know? You think they don't? I mean, Alpha Warrior credit someone else for the audio I leaked. You must not see what is happening. So the reason I'm mentioning audio is because that's what she brought up. But my first message to you in the morning when I woke up is telling you, send me the video of this so I can look at it and know what the hell you guys are talking about. And if it turns out...
Wait, you're conflating the two. You're conflating the two. You are, because you're telling me you were in the conversation, and this is where I see that there was miscommunication, but it was not through ill intention of mine, maybe on the other side. And I'll tell you why I feel strong about that. Because you are the day before you DM me in the morning when you woke up, you claim the audio, you know, if she did the audio, I'll give her credit, blah blah blah. But then you're telling me it wasn't about the audio, about the tweet or whatever. The video that was even shared was actually my video. I did a social experiment where I posted the video with my watermarkings, didn't go anywhere. And the minute I posted it with no watermarkings, people ripped it and used it as theirs to move it along. That's what I was explaining to you too, right?
I
In the
don't have issue with
response.
that. What
No,
you're
no, no.
saying?
But
But you're
no, no, no,
saying
no,
I'm
no. Wait, wait,
conflating
wait.
it.
Because you called me a con and a fraud, saying that I texted you the day before, and I'm
I
telling
didn't say
you,
you texted me the
I
day
texted
before.
you. You said I posted and then I DM'd you, which is
Well,
wrong.
it's
Timestamps matter. You
for
said it
me it is because
yourself.
I
You
didn't
said
see
it
it till
for
I woke
yeah,
up.
yeah. Well. I'm telling you, you clearly, and people can go back and listen to it. Said that I first posted and then I DM'd you. That's wrong. I DM'd you and then I posted, and
It
all I
is
was
a
referring to was the
5 minute difference,
audio.
Tori.
Well, but you said timestamp
Well,
matter. They don't
no, they
matter
do
now.
matter, but I'm trying to explain to you that the
Okay,
first
I'm
thing
just posting.
I'm explaining to you,
Let's
well,
just
listen, so you
okay.
understand what I
Listen.
saw,
Uh
so you have the picture in your mind.
huh.
When I got
Uh
up and
huh.
I saw the message that you posted, because I saw your message before I saw your DM.
Mhm.
When I saw that
You're
message,
right.
that pissed me off. I
Mhm.
said, why the fuck is she coming
Okay.
at me on this shit? So I went to respond to you, and when I went to respond to you, I saw that you had DM'd me. I saw the time on the DM, which is 4:07 my time, and that's why I was just like,
Mhm.
well, she should have just did this from the beginning. I didn't realize that 5 minutes is the 5 minutes. That I'm wrong.
But it
I'm
didn't
wrong on the
bother me.
five
It
minutes.
wasn't a
I'm just
thing.
telling you how
It wasn't a
well,
thing.
when someone puts an attack on my character, I take it as it bothered them. So that's why I told you.
Okay, but it
So
wasn't. It wasn't my
I
thing.
told you, and I made that post. So then you respond. So then I go back and you say it's my pin post. So I tell you, let me go look at your pin post and I'll be back. Because what you don't know, during this time, I'm scrolling through my feed saying, where the fuck did I post something of Tori's where I didn't give her credit for? Because if you go to my account, you'll see that I give all kinds of people credit, even small accounts. I have no issue with that. As a matter of fact, I always tell
Yeah,
people that.
but
So when I go,
when you said let me look at my
so
post, what did I tell you after
so
that?
I go through.
I said it
I
was my
so I
experiment.
go through. Yes, I responded that. I go through. I don't find anything from you. So then you say, "Oh, it's this audio," and I forget what you told me. So then I go and I do the search for it, and what I find out is somebody actually did post your audio and tagged my handle in it, and I sent it to you. And I said, "Oh, this because this isn't mine. Somebody else posted this." And you go, "No, it's not that." I go, "Okay, then what is it?" And then it was way later is when you said it's this because you kept saying that I was giving Patrick Webb credit for you. And that's when I told you I haven't talked to Patrick Webb in months. How have I given him credit for anything? And so when you sent me that,
I'm reading our messages. I'm
so
reading
when
our
you sent me
messages. I
that
said,
post and I looked it up, I go, I didn't post Patrick Webb's. The Colonel posted Patrick Webb's, and then I did a quote tweet of the Colonel telling people to follow her. Do you not see the issue here?
well, no, here's the issue. First of all, you said time stamp matters, and I'm
They
saying, yeah.
absolutely
Second
do
of all,
matter.
listen, I was also really disappointed that you shared our private messages because I actually put something in there that I entrusted with you, something very specific that was put out. And you could have said it, well, I'm going to share these. That's what usual people do. Because I could have said, okay, share them, but can you redact this word and this word? So this is why I can't trust you, and I will never trust you.
Well,
I
that makes two
understand
of
this is a
us.
misunderstanding. Listen, no. This is I know I no no. This is a misunderstanding and I get it. I was talking about the audio. The audio was fucking mine. Even in the messages I said this was part of an experiment to show that bigger accounts will rip the information and pretend it's theirs, and I wanted to showcase it to people. Even though I knew that impeaching the governor of New Mexico is almost imperative at this point so we can shut down our border at Sunland or at least get her to move. But you put out there, hopefully no one picked up on it, and since it's sporadic it's fine, but there was information in there I did not want public, and I would have asked you to redact something. So I didn't expect this behavior for someone from law enforcement to act like that. For me, I think I was kind of measured. I was only referring to the audio, and I even made it clear on my post that it was an experiment, and I try to be extremely cordial about it. But you put out information that I didn't want out there, specific operational information. And so, then people were coming at me.
Let
Now,
me
for
read you
me, it
something.
would have,
Let me read. I
listen,
want to read you
it would
something
have,
real quick because you're saying that you're very
mm-hmm,
measured. Tell me if this sounds measured to you. I am the
mm,
fucking sole source. It's my fucking recording. I give no fucks about credit from the masses. All that needs is that for the information to be out there. It called it out. I'm the telling you, it was my fucking recording. I'm the fucking source. I don't know what's the issue. It's my recording, not anyone else's. Other people called you out, giving credit to someone else. Don't bark up my tree asking me to speak on the behalf of what others say. Does that sound measured to you?
there you go. Yes, no, that is really measured because it was the paragraph before that you're like, your experience has nothing to do with the fact that my character and work was called into
It
question
doesn't.
and you helped facilitate
And
it.
it's
Wait,
true.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. You don't seem to understand. I was talking just about the audio, and I made it clear, even in that not measured text that was private to you, not
You realize
publicly,
the audio and
right?
the video are
That
the same thing,
exactly.
right? So people don't get confused in here. I
Pardon?
just want to make sure the audience knows that when you say audio video, we're talking about the same thing. It is a video that has no
Yeah.
images, but it's
Well,
audio.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, but I
I don't
didn't
want people to think that we're
listen.
talking about two different things
Okay,
and get
yeah.
confused.
It has audio that I transcribed on the screen on the video, okay? Yeah, so let's just call it the leaked recording or the private recording, whatever. I actually said exactly it. I don't know what the issue is when other people were calling you out. It's my recording, not anyone else's. Other people called you out for giving credit to someone else. Don't bark up my tree asking me to speak on behalf of what others are saying because that's exactly what you were
Okay, so let's
doing.
focus
I
on
was
that.
just telling you, yo, the audio is
Let's
mine
focus on what you
because
just
I
said.
was only,
No, no, no.
no,
What you
I
just
was
said is
only
important.
focused on the
You're
fact,
pissed
yeah,
because you're saying that I'm holding you accountable for something someone else said, correct?
yes,
And now
correct.
but yet you started this because you're pissed that I quote tweeted Colonel Towner, who's the one that actually quoted Patrick Webb, who put out your video. So you want to hold me accountable
Wrong,
for something?
wrong,
How is that
wrong.
wrong?
I want to
You
hold you
want to hold me?
accountable
You
for
want to hold
this.
me accountable for
Let me
someone
read you what
somebody
I want
else
to hold
put?
you accountable
That's
for. Let me tell you
bullshit.
what,
Now you're just
let
trying
me
to
tell you what
con.
it is. No, no. Read your words that you said the day before. Tor is not the only investigator on earth. If she can prove it's audio she was the sole controller of and single source of its origin, that's where I was pissed.
Where is it? Where am I wrong in that
Okay?
statement?
Well, you're that's where I was pissed
You
because
can be pissed, but
I
I'm asking you, where
expected
am I
you
wrong?
to know that you could have looked at it rather than make that
How am I
statement.
supposed to look at something that somebody never sent me? Explain that to me.
Okay, true, true. I would just assume that you had that conversation with them. Fair enough. I'm just going off
Why
of what
make
you
the
said.
assumption on a thing that's a public thread? You saw what she put. You saw
Look,
what I
I
put.
was pissed. Listen, I'm telling you exactly where I was. I even said it in our DMs. I don't have time for this. I got other shit going on. I was in a very bad state. And like I said, yes, there may have been communication. We can both agree on that. I was focused on the audio. I was in a really bad space, right? And then when I see the two of the people that are currently under criminal investigation for what they did targeting my kids. Do you know that my ex-husband is in jail and Sinaloa cartel members that I testified against were actually moved to the prison he's at, and the people that you were associating yourself with, like Bergie and them, were trying to give him
Hold on.
location
Hold
information.
on.
No,
Oh, no,
no, do
no,
you know
because
that?
you're using the word associate because I had a DM with somebody, yet you're telling me that when unapologetic and you're telling me there's a friendship and I
No,
call
no,
her
no,
and
no,
I
no, no,
call
no,
her
no, no,
your
no, no,
associate,
no, 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 no,
you
no, no,
said
no,
that
no,
that's wrong.
no, no. I
Well,
didn't say that they're your
don't
associate. I said you associated with,
so
right?
you're
And you had
saying
exchanges publicly,
so you're
publicly.
saying because I am commenting on things people put publicly that I'm
No, 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 no,
associating
no,
with
no,
them.
no. No, you commented and said, and you agreed with what they had to say about me. You called me a fraud. You saw what Brian Cates put with all those names. I think I actually explained to you all those names were because I was being defrauded by my
Yeah,
ex-husband,
you can
and I
make
was
that
actually a
statement, but
victim.
also make the statement based off my law enforcement career that people with multiple aliases the way you do, that's very consistent with people
Yeah.
that are in criminal natures. 100% that's something
Okay.
that's very
And
consistent.
again, oh, it is very
It's very
consistent because my
consistent.
husband was a fucking criminal. My ex-husband
We're
was a
not talking
fucking
about him
criminal
having
and he used my
aliases. We're talking
identity.
about you having
No, but
aliases.
he used mine is the point.
So
Those were crimes that were committed against
a
me.
man was using your husband was using your
My
name.
my ex-husband, yes.
Okay.
And doing things. And that's why they got busted for it. And that's why the attorney general is now dead. He killed himself before he was indicted. So I actually told you this, Alpha. I actually shared that with you. And I told you how horrible I feel that people are using the crimes that have happened against me and my family against me.
Okay,
And
that's
then,
not me. I'm not those people.
listen, no, you did. Have you seen the interactions you had with
Show,
them?
show,
You
show
said, I'm going to get to the bottom of it and find out who you are.
is
And I was like,
and how is that
really
bad?
livid.
How is that bad?
Dude, how livid can I be that you're associating and taunting me with crimes that
If I
happen
just
against
had
me?
this
You're
if
no
I
better
just
than
had this
them.
experience where you're telling people that I'm a
What's
grifter,
your
well,
experience?
I'm
Did
explaining it.
you
I'm
did
explaining it. If I'm having this experience where you're saying
uh-huh.
the things that you're saying publicly, including the things you're telling me
Uh-huh.
privately, I'm not
Right?
going to say
So then it's fair game, right?
I'm not
It's
talking
fair
about fair
game,
game. What
right?
I'm saying, it makes me
That's right.
reevaluate who
Okay.
I think you are. So then when people present it, because it's not
Okay.
like they're just presenting comments. People are sending me they're sending me case dockets, they're sending me case numbers, they're sending me things
Uh-huh.
that I can actually
Uh-huh.
research. And so when I make the state,
The things that we actually
so when I make
discussed.
the state,
So
yeah,
you're law enforcement.
well,
Have you
it
read the
doesn't
case?
matter.
Have you
It
read the
doesn't.
case?
Well, I'm getting there, Tori. It doesn't matter what you told
You
me.
should.
Once you showed me your true colors the way I see them, I no longer believe anything you told me. Which
Oh,
means when I make the
okay.
statement,
That's
I'm
okay.
going to get to the
That's
bottom
okay.
of this. That actually tells you what I'm going to look
Mm-hmm.
into the information people sent me. What's that called?
And you're gonna
What's that
find,
called? Vetting what people
yeah,
are telling me. Are you telling me that I'm wrong because I'm going to
right.
vet what people are telling me?
Not at all. In fact, I would have assumed that, you listened to the conversation we had where I explained to
Hey,
you
Tor,
how
Tor,
much that hurts
can I
me. Yes.
interject really quickly again? Alpha has integrity. He was trying to help you out. You likely, the laughing person right now, unapologetic, you likely have fake friends around you. I know Alpha has integrity. I vet everyone as well. I don't talk to people who lack integrity. Alpha has integrity. His intentions towards you, I can guarantee you, were pure intentions. He was trying to.
Okay,
No,
Lala,
no,
thank
no,
you for
no, no!
that.
Don't
Thank you for that.
interrupt me.
No, I don't want to. I have to get off the
Okay,
phone
don't
because my
interrupt.
daughter's flying and they had it.
Yes, thank you,
Don't
Okay,
Lala.
I gotta
Please.
go.
interrupt.
I gotta go. I just wanted to say something before I
Okay,
go. I gotta
just
go.
let me finish. It's 2 seconds. His intentions towards you were pure, and you have like all these fake friends, like unapologetic, that are sabotaging you when you actually have real help in front of you.
She left, Lala, just so you know.
She took off, Lala.
Well,
Thank you.
hopefully
Hey,
she'll hear it because you guys know what I'm saying, right?
yep.
The
Thank you,
self
Lala. Yes.
sabotage from fake friends, like unapologetic, make you sabotage yourself when you have someone genuine in front of you. And like, I can lose her whole crowd. They can all hate on me now, but I know Alpha has integrity, and that was his good intentions. Unapologetic, quit laughing at me. You are obviously her handler or whatever the frickin' hell. Okay, I'll land it there for a minute.
All right. Hey, Truth, what's up, man?
Okay. Oh.
Oh, go ahead, MV. Hold on.
Yeah, I think truth. I was just wondering, are you the Arnold Schwarzenegger voice? Is that your account also?